Hi everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Intro to Python. Today we are going to be downloading our IDE, which is an integrated development environment, and we're going to be using Visual Studio Code as our IDE. IDEs are very helpful because they help you run, manage, and code your projects all in the same place and just makes it very convenient, and you'll learn about the good features of it um, coming up in future videos. So I'm using a Windows 10 machine, so this is going to be for Windows. This is available on Mac. I'm not sure about Linux support, but it's pretty much going to be all the same if you're on a Mac too. So I already have downloaded Visual Studio, but I'll do it again. So we're going to need to do two things here. We're going to need to download Visual Studio Code, allow it to go through, and then run the installer. So that's going to start installing. And in the meantime, we'll also need to go to this link, which both these links will be down in the description. And this is actually to install the Python language onto our computer. Our computer will not know what Python is until we install this. Visual Studio Code is only to run the program. We actually need the code to run our code from Python. So we are going to go ahead and download Python 3.7.0 for this, the latest version. That's a quick download. Go ahead, we'll have to allow that to go too. So we have a couple of different options here. One that you'll definitely want to do is add Python 3.7 to the path, so that way your computer will recognize it and know how to run the program. And then you can just click install now. And it'll install a couple of other things. Idle is Python's own IDE, but it has very limited features that you can use. Pip is going to allow you to install other people's code in the future, and we'll get to that eventually. So allow that to go through, and it will install Python as well. Now that Python's been installed, I can close this up, and then Visual Studio Code is also finished installing. I'm going to click Finish, and then it will launch a new window. You will see a little bit of a different screen when you get up here, but that's okay. So you have a couple of different things. Open editors will be the files that you are currently editing. And then if you're in a directory such as I am, you'll have the directory name here, as mine just happens to be CW. And then you'll have all the different files that are in there. So you can see that I already have a Python file, but we will ignore that for the moment and click on this new file button right here. And then this allows us to just type in a file name. We're going to want to go with first program, or whatever you want to call it, .py. The .py is what matters here, and will tell Visual Studio Code that you actually want to write code in Python, and then that way it can give you nice syntax hints as to how it's supposed to go. So if you type in print, you see that it already has the auto suggestion for print, and it knows that this is the function that you want to use. So if you actually press tab here, it does nothing. You have to put the parentheses. But here, this is why an IDE is helpful, just one of the many reasons. It's showing us the different arguments for a function. And this is a bit too advanced for right now, and don't get overwhelmed by this, but you'll see just how helpful this is in the future once you start working on bigger programs. So inside of this print statement, just type in one double quote or a single quote, it does not matter in Python, and type in hello world. And that is it. That is our entire function. And this will print out hello world to our console. So let's go ahead and do that now. So go ahead and go up to the View tab here and go down to Integrated Terminal. The terminal is how we actually run our programs using Visual Studio Code. And so we're going to go ahead and type in Python, and we're calling the actual Python program here. and then type in whatever you named the program. So in my case, it was first program. And don't worry about the special, the dot and the slash right here. All that matters is that you have your program name that you put here, and press enter. Once you do that, Python will run our Python program, go through and see the print statement, which is telling it that it wants to print out to the console, and it prints out hello world. There. If this does not work for you, you may have to restart your computer, so that way your computer knows that you're running this program. But that's it for our first little introduction to Python. It's very simple. Python makes it easy to get up and running, and there's not much that you have to do. Thanks for watching.